Hi, Debbie here. Well, I got my glue bottle charms finished. I used from Beebeecrafts. I used the jewelry beads, and it was the 15 colors. I made one charm with each color, so I decided to do that. So I made 15 different little glue bottle charms. Now I don't have any of the charms together because I want to wait, and I do that last because I don't know if I'm going to be using these little stainless steel pins, and this is how I get them when I order them. They come in a little container like this because they're made for the glue bottles. So I don't know if I'm going to use these, make them into a glue bottle charm, or if I'm just going to put the little lobster clasps on and just make them a little charm to hang off a journal or a mini album or something like that. But yes, I did all the colors. So this is what they look like. And some colors I've never ever even used before, like brown. I've never worked with brown before. And I've never worked with the copper either, so that was a new one for me. And this is, one's white and one's an off-white, but it's very, very hard to tell the difference. Or a white and like a silver. And here's green. This is the light green, and then we have a dark green. And so yeah, then here we have like a lilac color. Yeah, and here's this is another one. Because I have a hard time seeing the difference myself. And it could be just my eyes. And here's black. Now I have done black before. And here's another red. And then here's the copper one. Here's the copper one. I think I'd like to play with this copper one a little bit more, like a steampunk type theme. Here's the pink. And then we have this real, like a navy blue. And then here's the purple. It does look blue on my camera, but it is purple. And then here's this like a teal color. So yeah, I made 15 of them. So that's what I did. I am going to have a video attached to this if you want to see how I put these together, for those of you who haven't seen the tutorial on how I make my little glue bottle charms, or for those of you who want to watch it again. I just thought it'd be easier for me to attach it than having you try to find it, so I'm going to do it that way. And they are still going to be for sale. On these, I left some of the bottoms, as you'll know, some of them open. As you can see on my glue bottle charm, I actually have charms hanging off the bottom of some of mine. And, you know, I like Peter Rabbit, so I kind of did it in a Peter Rabbit theme. So all of them have a handmade by little heart charm, but the rest of them I left open so that you can stick your own little charms on them. You can, you know, make it your own that way. So yeah, so this is what I've done so far with my Beebeecraft project. And I'm still selling these. And for those of you who didn't know, I do sell these, and it's $15 shipped, US only. Because if I was to sell even something as small as this, once I put it in a padded envelope, it comes to $14.35 just to ship it. And I'd like to make a little bit more than, like, you know, 65 cents on on them, so I don't do international. And that's the only reason why I don't. It's not that I wouldn't, it's just not cost effective. So, and if you do decide you do want a charm, you just need to let me know if you want it for a stick pin or if you just want it with the little claw attachment. And I'll have all the information in the description box below for all the Beebeecraft's materials that I use to make these charms, because I use more than their beads. I use their eye pins on there. I use their bead caps. What else did I use? I used their eye pins, their bead caps, and their beads to put these together. So yeah. So I'll have all that information in the description box below. That's my bread machine going off. It's not like it's an alarm. Well, it's an alarm, but it's for my bread machine. And, well, anyway, I will be talking to you all again later. Bye for now. Hi, Debbie's here. I was asked to show you how I put my little glue bottle charms together. So I am going to show you how I'm going to make one with you. But before I get started in showing you, I just want to show you my little helper over here. There's Naraku. Naraku, hi. You're going to help me make my charm? Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pan back down. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how I put my little charms together. Okay, well, to save on time, I already have everything more or less how I'm going to put my pins together. So I have everything kind of spread out here. And so yeah, let me just recap what I've done so far. This is a green one. Real pretty beads. Green. And a pink one. And here's a purple one. And here's a blue one. And we are going to put together a white one. Now the first thing, that's the most important thing of all, is your pin. You have to make sure that your pin is stainless steel and will not rust. So that's the most important part right here, is making sure you have a pin that won't rust. Because you hate to go through all this to make it and then have your pin rust. Okay, and for this top here, I have these little bead caps. And if you can look, the bead cap has a loop on the top. So that's what I use to start. So what I do is I take glossy accent and I put it around this little bead here on my pin. I take the bead cap and I put it on, and then I squeeze it onto the bead. And I actually will use these little pliers right here and just squeeze it all the way on the pin. And then this is what you'll get when, let me reach over here and grab one I've already done. This is what I'm going to be using. And this is what it looks like. It's just squeezed on there. And between me squeezing it on the little bead and the glossy accents, this is going to hold really well. So this is the base of my charm. So this is where we're going to start. So that goes there. So the first one I'm going to do is I have two types of, I don't know what these are called. I really don't know their names. But I have two. One has a loop and one has a little ball at the end. So I'm going to be using two of those, and I guess they're about maybe 1.5 inches long. So I'll be using those. Now they do make these with the flat bottoms, but I'm using the one with the little bead because I like that. So the very first one I'm going to do, because I have everything laid out here, is I'm going to take a real teeny tiny bead. And I know a lot of it I'm going to be doing over here because I need to see what I'm doing. I'll put it on. So I got a little bead like that. Then I take a bead cap and I put that on. Then I take my bead, put that on. Then I take another bead cap, and then I take another little teeny tiny bead and put that on. And with these, I don't glue any of these on. Now if I was doing a stick pin, I would glue my beads, but since I'm going to be, you know, making a little loop on the top, the pressure of the loop is just going to hold everything together, so I don't need to really glue. You can if you want to, but I don't. I haven't on any of mine. So I just need to trim this a little bit because this is a little bit too tall. So I'm going to just take some wire snips. I'm going to reach over here and do it. Just maybe a little. And I've got the little round nose pliers. And then I just make a little. Now I'm not a jewelry maker. I just go round and round and round till it stops. That way I know it's good and tight. And then I take these wide pliers and then I just squeeze it real tight. Just squeeze it together and I bring it up a little bit. So this is my first one. So that's what I did. So that's that one. Now for the next one, I have to look and see what's in here so I know what order I'm doing things. I'm going to take a little bead, another little bead. I think this goes in, because that goes on the top. Yeah, this is called. I'm going to take a crystal. I'm sorry, I was over there. I'm going to take a crystal and put that on. Then I'm going to take what we call a spacer. That's what those are. Little spacer. Put that on. Little bead cap. Then my bead. Oh, I might make sure I'm in shot here. Yeah, because I usually do this sitting down and I'm standing up to do this for the video, for the tutorial, and it's like... And then another little spacer. And then a crystal. So it's going to look like this. And then I'm just going to trim it. And then I'm just going to take these and just make a little loop. And then that one looks like that. So that's that one. I think it might be easier if I put these in here so I can see what how I was going to do that. I don't know, something went in there. I get this little, sorry about that, my little bead went in there. So on this one I got a little, it's like a little silver bead. I'm putting that down on the bottom like that. Then I have these beads, and there's this one. Bead cap, bead, oops, another bead cap, and then another one of these, and then another silver. That's what this one looks like. And then I just and then that's what this one looks like. Okay, now let's go to this one. Let me move everything in here so I can see what I have, so I know what order I'm in. Why do I see one of these? Okay, I think I'm missing something here, so let me go see what that is. I'll be right back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this little bead cap here, and that's going to go on first. And I have one of these little teardrop beads. And the crystal. Then bead. And a bead. It's like, okay. So finding the hole isn't always the easiest thing. And a crystal. Oops, I'm sorry. Take that crystal off, put this bead on. And that one look like that. I was trying to keep these separated, but I think somehow I managed not to do that. And I just make a loop. And then there's that one. Okay, and there's this one. Okay, now this one I put a little crystal on the bottom. This is why I don't like to do tutorials on things like this, because it takes me, I even had to open my jump rings ahead of time, because sometimes it takes me 30 seconds to find out where the openings are so I can even open them up. I have a hard time finding that little space where they come together. Why do I keep going way over here? I'm so sorry. Yeah, see me struggle? And then this one. Okay, well, that was a struggle. Yeah, some of these I struggle on. And then I'm just going to make my little loop. I just need to bring that up a little bit. Yeah, you can tell I'm not a jewelry maker, huh? It's like I'm all over the place. Okay. Yay. So, we got the charms finished. Okay, now this is going to be a little awkward for me to do on camera. So now I need to take my pin that has the little I need to take a ring that I already have opened. Oops. There's one done. Better do that over there. I remember that fell so I can... So I got that on the top. So now I just need to take the bead that I want. And I just put that on there. And I close it. Okay, we got one. Now on the O-ring that I just put on, that's where I'm going to attach the next one. So I just take an O-ring, I loop it through the one I just put on here, and then I take my next bead and put that on, like that, and then I close it. And now we have two. And then I just attach that to the one I just put on. As soon as I find it. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep getting off. I'm sorry, I keep getting out of camera. And I attach it to the one that I made, because the other ones you can hang little charms off. Okay, there's that one. So now we're looking like this now. Okay, this is what I just did. So I grab that one and put it in the loop I just put in, the ring I just put in. And I grab my next beads, stick that on. Close it up. Oh, one more over there. And this is what we've got so far, and now let's put the last one on. Okay, so, whoops. So this is our white one. This is our little white charm that we just made for our glue bottle. So that's how I do it. It's a struggle, but I get it done. So yeah, so hope that helped. and now that I have, you know, 5 more or 4 more. No, 5. Can I count? Maybe not. I'm still selling these. I'm not keeping. I've got one on my bottle. I only need the one. That's what mine looks like. I might add one more to mine because I found a little bunny charm, and I want to add a little bunny at the bottom of mine. because this is kind of like a Peter Rabbit thing with the watering can and, you know, the hose and everything. So I got a little bunny one, so I'm going to stick another little charm in here. I'll make one up and stick a little bunny on it. So that's what I'm going to do for mine. So yeah, so this, I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial. I'm sorry I fumbled and was out of shot a couple of times, but standing up and trying to work real close, it was hard for me on some of these spots. Oh, someone's stretching over here. Little guy. Let me move the camera a little bit. You can see him. There he is. Falling asleep while I'm while I'm working over here. So yeah. And the sell's the same. It's going to be $15 ship for these for these. So that's what I'm going to sell them as, you know. And I have white, green, pink, purple, and blue. I want to thank all of you for watching, and all my information will be in the description box below as far as my PayPal goes if you're interested, because my email is not my PayPal. You need to email me to get that. And it's just going to be, friends and family, U.S. only. It would just cost way too much for me to ship something like this overseas. Even though it's small, once I put it in a padded envelope, it's considered a package, and we all know how that goes. And it's just not cost effective for me. Now, sometimes coming out of another country, it works, but not this country. Our postage is just too high. So thank you so much for watching, and I want to thank, and I will be talking to you again soon. So bye for now.